Are we live? Are we live? Greetings, world. How are you doing? I'm fine, thanks. So something I was thinking about, right? And this is gonna be a random video, as all of my videos are. So that should be the last time that I say that, realistically. If I say this is gonna be a random video again, and it's like the next one after this, just be like, you demented, you know what I mean? Anyway, I was thinking about how people are kind, right? People are kind, or people are, I don't know how to describe it. I feel like just everybody in so many capacities just end up looking out for themselves. And I understand, like, to a certain degree, like, you know, you got to look out for you or your nuclear family or your family in general. And like, there's tiers, right? There's like levels. And I get that. But I was thinking, like, people, I guess maybe it's the term neighborly. They don't behave neighborly anymore. I was at Costco, right? And they were Costco gas, to be specific. So someone's like card wasn't working, and like, not their debit card or their credit, like they're gonna pay for that, but their Costco card, right? And I said, oh, like, do you want to use my card? Like, you know, I don't mind. And they were just like looking at me like bewildered, like you would have thought that I was on, like, you know, FBI's Most Wanted, like. And they were just like, are you sure? Like, are you sure? I'm like, it's a fucking Costco card. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that serious. And they ended up, like, well, of course, like, they use it. Like, I was like, yeah, it's not a thing, right? And they use it, like, oh my God, thank you so much. And I'm thinking to myself, this is like one of the smallest things that a person can do. It's not even like, I see that as equivalent to like holding the door. You know, holding the door open for someone. It's just like, it's not like, it literally takes nothing from me. It's not going to jeopardize my account by allowing you to get gas. And then I also thought, like, oh, like, yeah, I was there one time. I didn't pay my membership fee and my yearly fee or whatever. And then I was just like, oh, they were like, oh, you can't get gas, essentially. And then I asked to borrow someone else's. They looked at me a little crazy, like, are you a vagrant? You know, kind of. And it's like, nah, man, my card ain't working. But I say that to say, I think it's really strange that people just don't do like nice shit, you know, even on like a micro macro level. Like, they don't just do nice things, and it's not a nice feeling, you know. And I don't mean to go all kumbaya. I don't. That's not like my stance, 100%. But I just think, even like giving compliments, people don't really give compliments, at least not where I'm at, right? And I reside in the South right now, right? I'm in the South right now. And it just seems like people are just, they say it's not Southern hospitality because so many people from up north done got mixed in. And it's like, I understand that. I'm sorry, I'm one of those people. But I feel like, you know, but they say like, oh, that's because, you know, you don't get the Southern hospitality, but you don't know who you're talking to. That's pretty much their message. But I just feel like, regardless, it's like, why? So where y'all from, people aren't nice, you know, wherever they might come from. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to me. Like, giving compliments, I have no issue with giving people compliments. If I see your hair look nice, I'm like, oh, like, your hair looks nice. Like, you look good. You know what I mean? Or I like your fit. Like, your fit, yeah, you know, you all right today, you know, or you smell good. Smells, those are some things that are just like so underrated. And I feel like people put in so much effort when they go outside. I don't give a fuck that much. I am wearing cargo shorts and a fucking Snuggie. You know what I mean? Hair pinned up, looking like I just rolled out of bed. But I'm comfortable, right? I kind of go for comfort. And if I'm not super duper crusty, if my eczema isn't eczema, then I'm kind of like, oh, all right. It's a good day. You know what I mean? It's a great day. If I'm not flaking all over the city, fantastic. But yeah, like, I think people put in a lot of effort to look good and you know, to look presentable. And I'm just like, you know, let me give you your flowers. You smell good. Yo, what you got on? Oh, you got on Dior. You got on this. Half the time, 3/4 of the time, that should be way too expensive. And I'm like, now we good. We gonna go to the instant man, you know what I'm saying? Whoever selling whatever outside their trunk, the trunk of the car, you know what I'm saying? Along with the caps, along with the incense, the oils, you know, all of that. They always got some random shit mixed in there. So like a pack of fucking Hanes t-shirts, you know, just random shit. I'll go to them because that shit still smells good, but it's not as expensive. Look at me, I done veered off. But anyway, yeah, people just don't give compliments as much, or maybe it's just the area that I'm in. But the southern, I guess, just the southern states, from my experience, people don't just go out right and say like, oh, I'm gonna do this. But it's not to say that these people aren't kind. It just doesn't present itself in the way that I guess I would expect it to. I'm trying to think. Like, I know some people, like, they might do something kind. What would be like an example? Because I'm not saying that they're mean. I'm just saying what they choose to, or how they choose to display their kindness it varies. So like, I'm trying to think. Oh, I got one. And it could be kindness, or it could just be a way of doing things. When people are driving and whatnot, right? They'll go ahead and they'll hold up. Let's say it's like a one lane kind of situation, right? One way, one lane situation. And you got somebody coming in. I don't know how it looks in a camera, but if you got somebody coming in out of their driveway, right? They got to merge onto that street, right? They're sitting here waiting. First of all, it irks me. It irks the hell out of me. They'll be back here waiting. Not even half, maybe a quarter of the time, if that much, people use turn signals. So I'm just like, y'all already gracious, because y'all already bad communicators out in the street. That's crazy. But they'll be back here, no turn signal, so you don't know if they're trying to go left or go right, right? In this situation, of course, they're gonna go right? So they'll be back here. I'm like, you need to be eked up so I know what you're trying to do, so you're not just, you're not scrolling on your phone bullshitting, or doing whatever you gotta do. So that's the first thing. And I'm like, you gotta eke the fuck up. So be here, right? But they back here, and then they're like waiting or trying to merge. This person that's I guess behind or waiting, holding up traffic, right? They'll sit there and hold up traffic and let that person who might not even be paying attention on their phone, like, this is my workout glove, right? They might be like this, right? Scrolling, right? They're like scrolling, right? Whatever, right? Just in their zone, and they're trying to get in the lane, but I guess they're not in that much of a rush. This person is just sitting here. We missed 3 fucking lights because they're just so, you don't know what they got going on. I've had people say that to me. I don't know, they might have had an emergency, or they might have this and that. And I'm kind of like, the streets is not a place for you to sit here and troubleshoot and plug and play what they might have had going on. You pull over to the side, you get into the parking, put your hazards on, do something. But it's just they're very much understanding in a lot of ways, in areas where I wouldn't be. The streets is not a place where I'm kind of like, okay, I'll give grace, driving wise. I mean, just being outside in general, I don't tend to give that much grace, because I feel like the world, as crazy as it sounds, I don't know if it's gonna sound hypocritical, but the world is crazy. It's a wild place, Yeah, you got some people that have like good pockets, you got good pockets of people, I mean, but that doesn't necessarily mean that everybody is kind and that everybody is going to be understanding, And I don't think it's crazy for you to be on your P's and Q's for the most part, or to the best of your ability, and being on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, being on it, like, you going out into the world. You can die out there. You could lose your life, or something can happen. And then I think to myself, I reflect, like, did I do everything that I could have done? Did I look both ways? Did I, back into the parking spot like I normally do, like how I'm currently parked? Did I back in, or did I just pull in, like just drive into it? Because if I backed in, then that means I have an ability to just kind of like drive out. I don't have to like say, oh, who's behind me and da-da-da. I have better visibility and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So I think about all of those things. At least I try to. And I feel like people are just so aloof, so relaxed. They're just so relaxed. And I'm just kind of like, yeah, that's a whole level of kindness that I have not unlocked yet. I don't know if I ever will, just because of how I grew up and like how shit was just ingrained in me. So I'm just like, I don't know. They'll hold up traffic for the whole community behind them, but they won't, let you use their Costco card to like, get some gas. Or they won't, I don't know, want to share like a membership. Maybe that's a little different. that maybe that's a little different. I'm not gonna say share membership, because I think that I don't have an issue with sharing memberships, but I know some people, I can see why some people wouldn't want that to happen. Like, you know, oh, we share a Costco membership to save money, we buy in bulk kind of thing. I think some people in general just kind of don't know how to act when they get other people's shit. But something like light shit, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I like pay it forward. I think someone was like, I seen somebody struggling like at Family Dollar one time, a couple of times, but most recently, I think it was a dude who he looked like he was on hard times, right? Looked like he had to look. I'll just say that. And he like threw out all of his bags, like threw all his bags on the floor and just started, you know, like scrambling, like, oh yeah, I got the money. And it was like, yo, it was surreal. It was heartbreaking. Not saying that, you know, I don't see people who are in need, but I guess I haven't seen something like that in like years, like decades actually, like in my face. So I was just like, hey, yo, like, what do you got going on? Because they were like, you know, they did one of those, oh, well, let me get these other customers and let me come back to you. So I was like, what he got going on? And she's like, oh, he's just trying to get these 2 things. And it was like something small, like a Snapple and like a fucking Starburst. It was something like light, super duper light. And I was like, yo, I just cover it, it's fine. And then I just go about it, right? And I feel like if you can do, right? If you can do, then do. Obviously if you can't, then it's kind of like, don't sit there and beat yourself up about it. But just like little shit, you know, I just wish the world was a little bit more kind. I'm not there when it comes to being in the streets. I don't think I'll be there. I don't think I'll ever be there. Don't hold your breath on that. I don't think I'll ever be there. But, because that's survival for me. But, yeah, if y'all disagree, whoever's watching this, you know, whoever's watching this decides to scroll upon my video, and y'all disagree or y'all got comments, let me know. I'm going to cut it short right here because I want to watch a movie on Netflix, and then I'm gonna go study some shit on YouTube shortly after.